Today we're here in prospecting, and as you can see in the title, we're going to be trying to get the biggest weighted diamond here, also trying to get the biggest golden pearl as well. But the whole point of this video is going to be getting the biggest diamond, because if you guys don't know, they added this new museum update, which basically if you display a mineral over here, depending on the mutation and what type of mineral it is, it will give you stats. As you can see right here, if I put a scorching diamond, I get a luck of 0.16 times, dig strength of 0.03 times. So currently right now, I'm pretty sure this diamond right here, I think weighs like 3 kg. We could just go to the collection and check. Yeah, it weighs 2.9 kg. So in this video, we're going to be trying to get a pretty huge diamond. I think the biggest thing that I've gotten in when combining all the minerals that I've gotten in this game was probably like 9 kg. Also, it's obviously going to be very difficult to get a very high weighted diamond since it's legendary and it's not very as common compared to the common, rares, epics, and all those other mythicals below legendary. And I also did manage to get a exotic mineral, which I got this artifact, which you get in the Frozen Peak area. I did bought this thing, the display, which does cost 10,000 shards, and if I display this exotic artifact, it does give me these boosts right here. It does give us quite a lot of dig strength, quite a lot of shake strength, but big negative difference on shake speed and dig speed. I'm not going to be displaying that since it's pretty useless to display that. Only reason I will display that is if I get more higher capacity, because if I display this exotic mineral, I still need to dig 2 times when filling up my whole pan with this and without it. So there's really no purpose of putting out exotic mineral. We're going to be trying to get the biggest diamond. Like I said, this weighs 2.9 kg, and then we are also going to be trying to get a pretty huge golden pearl, which our biggest one is 3.6 kg. But not only are we going to try to get a big diamond, it also has to have the scorching mutation, because that's what makes it get these stats right here, the high luck boost stats. We are going to be grinding in the Sunset Beach since it does has the diamonds there. We are also going to be trying to get a pretty huge aluminum, which, as you can see, the highest weight is 5.4 kg, which is the one currently right here. So those 3 things, we're going to be trying to get a pretty huge diamond, aluminium, and golden pearl. Which the good thing about the golden pearl and aluminium is we just need the base mineral, no mutations, which will be way more easier than the diamond. So we're gonna go to Sunset Beach. We're gonna grind there for who knows how long. I'm gonna remove this mythic mineral because it does gives us a negative size boost difference, which is gonna obviously affect when trying to get a big diamond golden pearl. So I'm gonna change this, I don't know to what mineral. Then I'm gonna go grind in Sunset Beach, and we're gonna see how long it's gonna get to get a pretty decently huge diamond. It's been around like 6 hours later, and honestly, I didn't even get a really huge diamond. I did get a way bigger one than this one currently that is currently in the display. But if we go over here to our collection, as you can see, the highest weighted diamond that I got was a 6.3 kg diamond, which honestly, like I said, really isn't much of a high weight diamond. But before we even get into here, we did get a pretty decently huge weighted aluminium, which if we go over here to our search bar and we search up this mineral, as you can see, I got one that weighs 14 kg. But the thing is, this has the void torn mutation, meaning that it will give a little bit different stats and not just full-on capacity. We also did got golden pearls, which if we go over here, I did get a 7 kg one. And if we go over here to our diamond one, I got a 5 kg with scorching mutation and a 6.3 on just a regular diamond. I also did get some pretty high weight different minerals, like for example, this moonstone I got here is 17 kg, which gives us quite a lot of shake speed. We're gonna put down this golden pearl and we're gonna see how much of capacity we get. Now we get a times 0.17 capacity boost. That is definitely a little big of a difference. And also, I totally forgot even to mention this, I did get an exotic void stone. Wow, I was trying to get a pretty high weighted diamond. And look at the stats of this. Luck multiplied of 0.24 and a capacity of 0.24 for the exotic void stone. That is insane. I also did change my charms. As you can see right here, I did crafted this charm, which gave us a 90% size boost. I also have here the Frosthorn Pendant, which gives us 70% size boost. And I also did equip this Prismatic Star, which gives us a 19% size boost, which if we go over here to our stats, our total size boost is 217%. I could get a way higher size boost. I probably could reach like the 300s, because let's say, for example, if I put all my rings into a Prismatic Star ring, I will be able to automatically get a 20% on each ring. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, on size boost on the prismatic star ring, which obviously would help us a lot, but I didn't have a lot Prismera mythicals to craft that, so I only crafted one. Also over here, I also did get a 19 kg uranium. As you can see, we're gonna switch this with the aluminium and see how much of boost we get. We get a 0.24 times modifier boost, which really isn't worth it, but we're gonna put here the void torn aluminium and we're gonna see what we get. We get a plus 0.28 times capacity and 0.03 times luck. That is insane. We're gonna be checking our capacity. By the way, this was our capacity before even changing all this, so we're gonna see how much capacity we are getting at the end of this. Now we're gonna switch this diamond and we're gonna put this scorching diamond, the 5 kg, and it gives us a bit more luck definitely and dig strength as well. But if we put the 6.3 kg diamond, which has no scorching mutation, it just gives us a bunch of luck actually, which actually we're gonna just leave that there because it gives us a 0.3 times more luck multiplier. That is the diamond. That is 6.3 kg. This is 40 kg. We also did put a cat eye, which just gives us quite a lot of capacity as well, 0.21 times capacity. But that is all our legendaries. They're pretty huge. As you can see, the display is way more bigger. We also did got a pretty huge emerald, which I think weighted like 7 kg, which gives us a 0.18 times luck multiplier and a shake speed multiplier 0.02 times, which is definitely a huge increasement. But that is basically the whole video. I upgraded all my legendaries. They're pretty weighted, high weighted. I definitely could get a way bigger diamond. Like I said, I probably could just get like a 10 kg diamond, but it's gonna be very difficult to get. But once I get a lot of prismatic stars, I'll definitely try to get a more bigger diamond, because that will give us like a 150% more higher size boost, which will help us a bunch. This is currently what my museum looks like. I'm gonna change this mythical. I don't think I really need a lot of capacity. I did get this exotic void stone, which is insanely good, and I can't even imagine if I got a void stone that was like 5-6 kg, because that's void stone is like 1 kg. But before we end off this video, we're gonna see how much capacity we have or could fill up in our pan. We could fill up a total of 1,704 capacity. That is insane. And that is the whole video. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I was expecting to get a little more bigger diamond, but that's what I got. Like I said, I'll probably do a video like this again once I'm able to craft a lot of prismatic stars. Each ring gives us a 25% max size boost, and if I get a total of 8 of those rings, I could get like a total boost of like almost 200% size boost, which will help us a lot more on getting a way bigger diamond. But that is the biggest diamond that I could have gotten. You definitely could get a way bigger one.